Hello everybody, and welcome to Get to Know Your Body's Aches and Pains. Today I'm going to talk about something off topic than trigger points. I'm going to talk about why we need certain vitamins and minerals in our body and a certain amount that we require to have for our body to function and heal properly. So I'm just going to name a few. I'm not a dietitianist or a nutritionist or anything like that. I just know science and I know what our body needs. So let's start with multivitamins. First of all, if you take multivitamins, that small amount of daily value that's on that bottle, by the time it reaches your stomach acids, it's already gone. Your body hasn't absorbed it. So if you're solely relying on the vitamins and minerals of the supplements to give you that daily intake instead of food, then you wouldn't be actually achieving anything. That's when you would reach deficiencies. So let's talk about why certain vitamins are important. Okay, so Epsom salts baths, for example, which is why we say a lot of the time after our treatments that you need to take an Epsom salts bath. Why that is because it's high magnesium content. And magnesium helps with muscle fatigue, muscle repair, and calming the nervous system. So basically you need that for the muscles and the nerves and to heal properly. So that's why we recommend that in a bath, because then your body is in that bathtub is absorbing all of that magnesium right where we need it to go. So calcium you need it for the bones. But surprisingly enough, if you're a type of person that wakes up in the middle of the night, or it could be any time of the day, and you experience Charlie horses, where it's that spasm of the muscle that happens for a few seconds, that's unbearable pain, and you can't move, you can't do anything, that's a Charlie horse, then that would indicate that you have a calcium deficiency. So if you experience muscle twitches, or you're having trouble sleeping, because this also helps with sleeping too, because it calms the nervous system down, it calms your muscles down to help it relax. So muscle twitching is another indication of a magnesium deficiency. Now the thing is that certain vitamins and minerals, they should be taken without food, so just with water, and other ones are fat soluble. So meaning you need to take it with a meal, something fatty. Basically, vitamin A, D, E, and K, it's fat soluble, so you need to eat it with something. Vitamin C and calcium, you would take that on an empty stomach with water, basically. So for example, this is how you'd basically take it in a day. Vitamin C could go during the day before breakfast. Vitamin D could be after breakfast or lunch. And calcium and magnesium could be at bedtime on an empty stomach. So there are some examples right there. Now, how all these things are coordinated, why you need each of these things. Calcium basically does not get absorbed into the body unless you have vitamin D. So, especially in the winter, you really need to take those vitamin D supplements because there's not a lot of it in food. So, how you do it is that you wouldn't get the bottle that has calcium and vitamin D together. That's actually incorrect how it's done. Because calcium needs to be with an empty stomach and more appropriate at night before bed. Whereas vitamin D would give you that energy, you would start that off with something fatty during the day. So those two need to go together. The absorption needs to be together, but they should not be taken together. Now, in order for magnesium to be absorbed properly in the body, you need to have B12. B12 gives that production of red blood cells. So we need all of that. Basically, everything that I'm listing so far is dealing with the bones, red blood cells. So red blood cells of blood gives that life, the oxygen, nutrients to all of the organs in the body. And then muscle function and teeth and all that stuff. So those are like the main components. Now, another thing that's been missing too is iron. So in order for B12 to actually bind and travel through to be absorbed in our system as well too, is that we require iron. Now, you don't need to take those iron supplements, just eat some spinach or some higher iron intake foods. So that's pretty much the basics in regards to that. There are other vitamins out there, but definitely multivitamins is not good. A lot of pharmacies are making a lot of money doing it that way. Don't follow that route. And if you have the Charlie horses, muscle twitching, feeling weak, fatigued, anemic, getting pale face, losing hair, that type of stuff, go to your doctor to get the blood work done and request a baseline. Basically, it's kind of like in the physical bloodline. to check for your calcium, vitamin D, magnesium, B12, iron, and sugar levels. Those are like the main things that you would like to check to make sure that everything is working and functioning properly in your body. And that is your lesson, folks. That pretty much just saved you a trip to going to a dietitian or a nutritionist. Sorry for the people out there who are making money off of that. Kudos to you guys, but some people cannot afford it. So here is that info for you guys. Until next time, see you guys.